Good morning, viewers and my fellow followers. In the first place, allow me thank you for those who have subscribed, and I've seen that at least the number is growing. At this point in time, kindly let us subscribe, share, comment. You are most welcome. Today we are going to look at vectors. Now, before I talk about vectors, allow me to give you some of the concepts to do with vectors. There are basically two types of vectors at a grade 12 level. Now, these are position vectors. These are position vectors. Position vectors. And we have got the column vectors. Column vectors. So these basically are the two vectors which are there in the paper. Now, normally the first one, it is found in paper 2, or the second one is found in paper 1. Now, what are some of the issues with the both vectors? Of course, this vector definition, we are saying a vector is just a quantity. A vector is just a quantity with both it has got two things, both magnitude. It has got both magnitude and direction. It has got both magnitude and direction. Now, basically for today, since I'm just giving you some of the concepts, basic concepts about vectors. So when you talk about vectors, this magnitude, you have to show the magnitude of a vector. For example, if you have got vector OP, this is vector OP. They ask me is equal to, imagine I've got this vector. This is in a column vector. They can say find OP vector like this. Then you say like this, like absolute value. This simply means magnitude. How do you find the magnitude of a vector? To find the magnitude of the vector, so I'm saying vector OP is equal to, mind you, it's the magnitude. It is always the square of this plus that. So you agree with me that this is stand for x, this is for y. So we are saying vector OP magnitude is equal to, you say 3 squared plus 4 squared, and of course this will be 9 plus, this is 9 plus 16. You agree with me that this is equal to 25. So obviously, since magnitude is absolutely supposed to be positive, so I'm going to have positive 5 unit. So this is the magnitude of vector OP. So kindly, this is how we find the magnitude. So where we'll be going in paper 1, this is what the direction will take in most cases. Now, apart from that, we are talking about direction. We have talked about the magnitude, direction. Vectors are denoted by an arrow. Mind you, this vector has got an arrow to show that this is OA. This is vector OA. This is a vector like this. So meaning this is where the vector is. Mind you, this is the origin. So I've got another vector which comes down there. This is vector B. This is OB, vector OB. So I'll call this as vector B. So if they say angel find vector AB, so we are just talking about this. This is the vector AB. How do we get vector AB? We are saying that for me, I'm at A going to B. I'm at A going to B. I should always pass through the origin. I'm at A going to B. So how am I going to go? I'll go AO plus OB for me to get on B point B. So what is this? I'm against the arrow, becomes negative A plus vector B. And of course, the B comes there. That is the thing. So, fellow viewers, these are some of the best things about a vector. The other thing is Sometimes, as long as it is not coming from the origin, if you have got vector B, you look at the second vector, meaning OB, so minus OA. So this is what we'll be doing. What is my OB? Vector B minus vector A. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow viewers, these are some of just the basic things about vectors. Apart from this, vectors can be given in a fraction form. We'll be talking about that, as will be tempting. So that I'm talking about these vectors, I'm saying, apart from that, we should do, first of all, talk about ratios. And of course, ratios in vectors. So we'll be talking about ratios in vectors, whereby we will see where will be there. Maybe they will say AC is equal to, maybe they tell you about CB, something like that. Then they give you a number like 2 to 3. So these are ratios. So we'll be able to interpret such things in as we are we are tackling some questions. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with vectors. So I was saying, please, there are two types of vectors: position vectors, column vectors. Position vectors, normally they come in paper 2, column vectors in paper 1. Definition: what is a vector? A quantity with both magnitude and direction. When we talk about magnitude, we talk about size. Size, we are saying this is the size, this is how we calculate the size, and normally such questions are in paper 1. Well, now the other thing is about notation. OA, it is denoted by small letter a vector, OB small letter b vector b, and then how do I get AB? AB, it is AO OB. This is how we came up with this. Avoid the negative being in front, that's why I had to push it inside. However, this is another method, meaning that you can go this way, whereby it is just the difference of two vectors, that is vector AB. Vector AB is just the displacement. I told you that AB is just the distance or displacement, in short, the distance AB of OB minus OA, and this is what it is. Thank you so much. Then let's get started. We'll start now going through past paper questions and see how we can answer these questions. Of course, we'll start with the position vectors in paper 2. Thank you. Come one, come all.